All right, guys. Today we're going to look at a pinhole leak in copper. It's the one on the right that is actually spraying water. This is old pipe. After a while, it just corrodes to the point where it gets extremely thin. And some of the copper was thin when it was installed, even back in the day. So this has probably been up 50 years or more, I would say. I replace most of this when I'm doing repairs with PEX. And I think I got some over here. Yeah, I got some right over here. Here's some of this PEX. I normally use that, but kind of in a hurry right here. I got a leak behind these hot water tanks. I've got the water shut off for the residents here. So I need to get this done quickly. And so I'm going to show you how you can do that. I'm going to see if I can get my phone in a position here where it won't be blocked and you'll be able to see me work. You can see already that I've already sanded a little bit to clear that. Oh, I'm going to do a little bit more here. Be kind of easy with it because this stuff is old and fragile. Like I say, I've already shut the water off the meter and gone to a lower faucet in one of the units. And I ran the cold water until it was almost done, almost emptied. But you're still going to have some in the lines, especially these, the bottom. This is the lowest spot right here in all the units. So we're going to try to see what we can do with this right here. So I've sanded that. I'll wipe that off a little bit. Like I say, you can see it's still spraying. That's all right. Okay. Since that's just a tiny little hole, and there will be, normally you'd cut out about a 1/2 inch of pipe to repair, but since that's got a little bit of space in it, I'm gonna cut it right at the spot where it is spraying, and then just get a little bit of room on each side and put that in there. Okay. See if I can't get me something to put down in the floor. Keep that water off of me. Okay. Because this floor is wet and it's dirty. Here you can see I've got a 1/2 inch cutter. They only cut in one direction. So you slide it on, shows the arrow which way to go, which is that way. Now they have these older style, but you can see how much room it would take to get that thing turned all the way around. Much smaller. This one right here. So we'll slip this on at the hole. Let me see which way that turns. Okay. Slip it on at the hole right here. And as you turn it, just barely have enough room there. As you turn it, there's a little sharp little wheel inside there that will, now start to spray. I'm gonna let it spray a little bit without getting wet. Now it's spraying on me, so let's see how this is gonna work. If I do this, it'll actually block the spray from getting on me. I don't know why I didn't think of that to begin with. Okay, it will allow this line to empty. Okay, here it comes. And you can see this has got some crazy joints. Not very often you have a 45 joint in copper, but there's one here, and there's one over here, and there's a couple old valves. I don't dare touch them. All right, let's see if we could take this off now. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now, as you see, I will not have to cut a 1/2 inch off of that in order to get this shark bite in there, because there's a little bit of flexibility on that. It's not anchored real tight. So now that I've got that off, a couple things you need to do so that the copper does not pierce the seals inside that shark bite. You see it's got a point on it, deburring. I do have enough room to have that right here. You don't want anything sharp that's going to cut your seals on your shark bite and damage it. So you run that around it. Then I'm going to do this side, which I don't have quite as much room, because this one is fastened here. Okay. And let's see. Also gonna rub a little bit of sandpaper to make sure no burrs on the outside. And here as well. And then inside, make this new handy dandy tool. Reach in there and clean that out a little bit. Make sure none of the burrs are in there. And it cleans the inside out pretty good. Okay, this side as well. Okay, now you see this also has a slot to do both the 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch on the outside. But again, not enough room on the one side, but I might be able to get some use on this one. Maybe I can get that in here for a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Can't go all the way around, so I can go back and forth. Now, normally you would mark that with a marker, the correct depth. I didn't bring a marker with me, and so I'm just going to have to guess. do my best to get that right. All right, so as you see, the old ones used to have a white inner side of sleeve for stiffening. These have clear. You can take them out if you're using this copper, if you have to. Sometimes when you go put them in horizontally, they'll slip down towards the bottom and make it hard to get on. So we're gonna see how these work out. Maybe we could just leave them in. Okay. Let's see if we can get this one on first. As you can see, it is. Okay, we did get that one on. Okay, I'm gonna support the pipe good and pull it in. Okay, now the other side. This is probably, we can get this in there together, but there would be enough slack. Oh yeah, it looks like that might work. I'm gonna pull it in place. Wow, it looks like it might just work. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna run to get the water turned back on, and I'll come back after I turn it back on and do a quick video to show you that it worked. Let's pray it does work. I'll be back. Okay guys, after going out to the street and turning the water back on at the meter, you can see no more spraying of water. Now we still got a lot of pipe here that needs replaced and needs to be done soon, but at least you got no more emergency and losing water like that. And that actually happened to be the hot water side also, which is even worse. Anyway, there's your quick fix.